Hi everyone, my name is John. I'm 15 years old from Michigan. I'm here today with my best friend Luke. He's right here beside me. This big guy, this beautiful Great Dane with the golden prosthetic boot on his back leg. I want to tell you about him before we perform, because his story is the reason we're standing here today. 2 years ago, Luke was found tied to a metal post in freezing cold. Someone left him there to die. The police got an anonymous tip, and when they found him, he was barely alive. I can't even imagine that kind of fear. When I first heard about Luke, I was going through my own stuff. I had behavioral problems. I was angry all the time. I didn't fit in anywhere. My parents didn't know what to do with me anymore. So they enrolled me in this music school for troubled teens. I didn't want to go. I thought it was stupid. But they made me go anyway. That's where I met Luke. The school had this support program where rescue animals would come in to help kids like me. Kids who were lost. Kids who needed something to hold on to. And Luke was part of that program. He had just recovered from his surgery. He was learning to walk again with his prosthetic. And when I saw him limping across that room, wearing that golden boot, something inside me just broke open. I sat down next to him. I didn't say anything. I just put my hand on his head. And he looked at me, really looked at me, like he could see everything I was hiding. All the hurt, all the anger. And he didn't judge me. He just leaned into my hand and closed his eyes. That was the first time in months I felt like I could breathe. After that, I started going to the music school every day. Not because I had to, because I wanted to see Luke. The teachers noticed. They said I was calmer when he was around. They started letting him stay in the room while I practiced singing. I had never sung before. I was terrible at first. But Luke would sit there watching me, his tail wagging slowly, and I felt like maybe I wasn't so terrible after all. Then one day, something incredible happened. We were in the music room, and someone had left a small drum kit in the corner. Luke walked over to it, and he started tapping the bass drum with his good back paw. Just tapping, like he was keeping time. Everyone in the room stopped. We couldn't believe what we were seeing. The music teacher grabbed some sticks and taped them gently to Luke's front paws in a way that didn't hurt him. And Luke started playing. Actually playing. Hitting the drums. Keeping rhythm. It was like he had been waiting his whole life to do this. I started singing along. A rock song from the 60s that I had been practicing. And Luke matched my tempo perfectly. It was like we were speaking the same language. Like we had known each other in another life. The connection was instant. Spiritual even. Everyone in that school started crying. They couldn't believe a dog who had suffered so much, who had been left to die in the cold, was now playing music, making art, being happy again. From that day on, Luke and I became inseparable. We practiced together every single day. We wrote songs together. Well, I wrote them, and he helped me feel them. He gave me purpose. He gave me hope. And I like to think maybe I gave him something too. Maybe I helped him remember that not all humans are cruel, that some of us care. My life just as much as those police officers saved his. When I'm with him, I'm not the angry kid anymore. I'm not the kid who doesn't fit in. I'm just John, and he's just Luke, and we make music together. I think about what he went through a lot. The cold, the hunger, the moment when he had to make that terrible choice to survive. And I think about how strong he is, how brave. He didn't give up. Even when everything was taken from him, even when he was alone and suffering, he held on. And now look at him, standing here on this stage, ready to play, ready to show the world that pain doesn't have to be the end of your story. This performance is for him, for every moment he spent tied to that post, for every moment he spent healing, for every moment he chose to trust again, even after being betrayed. The song we're going to play is one I wrote. It's called Golden Boot. It's about walking forward even when you're broken, about finding your rhythm again, about love and resistance and refusing to let the world make you cold. Luke and I, we understand each other. We both know what it's like to feel lost, to feel like nobody cares. But we also know what it's like to find connection, to find purpose, to find a reason to keep going. And that reason is standing right here next to me, wagging his tail, ready to play his heart out. So this is for Luke. For his survival, for his strength, for his golden boot and his beautiful spirit. And for anyone out there who feels like they're tied to a post in the cold, this is to remind you that someone will find you, someone will care, and you will play music again.
I was tied up in the cold, dark night. Nobody heard me, nobody came. Hunger was burning, fading my light, but I held on through the pain. They found me shaking, barely alive. Said I wouldn't make it through the day, so I fought to stay. Now I'm walking with my golden boot, finding my rhythm, finding my way. Every step forward is living proof that broken souls can still learn to play. Yeah, broken souls can still learn to play. You found me crying in that cold room. Said you were lost and you got me too. We're stronger together than alone. Through the darkness we found our song. Every scar and every broken bone made us who we are, made us strong. Now we're walking with our golden boots, finding our rhythm, finding our way. Every step forward is living proof that broken souls can still learn to play. Yeah, broken souls, we learn to play. We learn to play.